Welcome to episode 4 of Singing Basics with VoxGuru. I'm Pratibha Sarathy and today we're going to explore a very interesting topic called the singing voice. What is the singing voice? Did you know that the singing voice is different from the speaking voice? Let's take my voice for example. When I'm speaking, this is the voice that you hear, right? But when I start singing, it becomes like Very different, isn't it? So what is the main difference? How do we change from our speaking voice into our singing voice and still make it sound natural? How do we sound like a singer? How do we make our voice more suitable for singing? So these are some of the questions we're going to answer today, and I'm going to give you some very simple but effective ways to find your singing voice and to train your voice to become a very good singer. Now the first quality of a good singing voice is it should be tuneful, right? What do you mean by tuneful? Tuneful means anything that you sing should sound like a nice tune. Even if you're singing simple notes like la 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 la, it should sound pleasant, it should sound melodious. So how to make our voice more tuneful? What should we practice? For this, you have to first practice standing on each note for a long time. Now usually when we are talking, we don't have the habit of standing on a note, right? My voice is just randomly going up and down based on the modulation, right? If I want to say hi to you, I'll just say hi. I'm not going to stand on a note and say hi. I'm not going to do that, right? But when we sing, we should have the ability to stand on a note, the same note, for a longer time. Like sa, ri, ga, ma, pa. So we should have the strength and the control to hold the note on that same pitch without moving up or down. The second thing that you need to know for your singing voice is the concept of vocal registers. Have you heard of something called the chest voice, mixed voice and the head voice? Now this concept is usually practiced a lot in Western music, but even for Indian singers, we should at least have a basic understanding of this concept, because usually when we are talking, we don't use a very wide vocal range, right? I usually talk in a medium kind of a pitch. I don't reach very high frequencies like I don't go there when I'm talking. But when we are singing, we have to use a much wider vocal range. We will have to go to very low notes and we will have to go to very high notes as well. So here, we cannot use the same kind of voice that we are using for talking. We have to explore different types of voices. For example, So did you see how the tone of my voice kept changing as I went from the lowest note to the highest note? So this is because I'm using different vocal registers. So in my lower notes, I'm using more of my chest voice. Then as I go higher, I'm using a mixed voice, and then with the higher notes, I'm using more of my head voice. So first of all, you should be able to produce these different kinds of voices. Now instead of using these different registers, if you just try to use the normal speaking voice for all the notes, it will sound like this. You see how much of strain there is? And if you keep singing like this, you will just end up damaging your voice. So you definitely need a good understanding of the vocal registers. You need to be trained on how to use your voice in the different vocal ranges. The third important characteristic for a good singing voice is flexibility. Now usually when we are singing a song, we never know how the notes are going to move up and down, right? Each song is different. So one song may be easy, so the notes may be moving in a very straightforward manner. But the next song may be more challenging. The notes may be jumping all over the place. So suddenly we have to sing the upper notes, then suddenly we have to jump to the lower notes. So our voice should be trained to handle all these kind of movements. Now in Carnatic music, we have a very special series of exercises to achieve this aspect of flexibility. These exercises are called Dhat Varisais. Dhatu Varisais are exercises which use zigzag movement of swaras. For example, Saga Sariga Rimaga Samariga Sariga Marima Riga Maga Pamari Paga Mariga Mapaga Paga Mapamada Pagada Mapaga Mapada, and so on. So you see how the notes are moving up and down, up and down. So this is a very, very good practice to develop flexibility in your voice. Now these Dhatu Varisais are a must-learn exercise for every singer. Even if you are not a Carnatic singer, even if you are not a very serious learner of music, even if you are just learning for fun, even then, these exercises are a must learn because your voice needs a certain flexibility. Even for you to attempt a very simple song, even the easiest song will require a certain basic amount of flexibility. Hope you enjoyed this video and understood what are the main things you have to do to develop a good singing voice. If you want more detailed guidance and step-by-step training to develop your singing voice, then please join VoxGuru's live voice culture course. We have a beautiful 6-month program where we cover all these aspects that I discussed today. So everything that you need to develop a good, healthy and strong singing voice. And these exercises and techniques are going to help you no matter what style of music you may be learning. So this is not only for Carnatic students or any particular style of music. So everything that we are teaching in this voice culture course is absolutely universal. Okay, so whatever may be your genre, feel free to join this course and trust me, you will see a really big transformation in your singing, and this will be a permanent guide for you for your own voice training. So come join us. All you have to do is drop us a WhatsApp message. I've shared the link in the description. Say hi and we'll get back to you with all the details of this program, and we will also help you understand how this course is going to benefit your voice. So I'll be eagerly waiting to hear from you, and don't forget to download the VoxGuru app. You have plenty of courses and material for voice culture there as well. So these are self-learning courses that you can pursue at your own time and pace. So I'll be waiting to hear from you really soon. See you soon in the next episode.